Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, they are focused on really being productive in the red zone here today. That's been a strength of theirs all season because they have the best running back potentially in school history. He is on pace to break the school single-season rushing touchdown record today. So when they get to the red zone, I expect them to feed him the ball, make sure that he can dominate at the line of scrimmage and get down in history with another rushing touchdown today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Overton. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Push is ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
In that 3rd down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat them up front.
Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Here's a give to Watson. They were all over it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball, and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Keys. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. They get to him as he throws. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. A handoff for Watson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Sellers. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the red zone, it's Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Baker. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sends it back in motion. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeps it moving. It's Overton. All over him immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Heath. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Heath. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Took a shot as he threw.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Long way to go on second down. Right side, it's Adams. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines, the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Looking for the score. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Boy, had a chance to make a connection there, but he fired it in there. Maybe needed to take just a hair off of that one.
Hey, these quarterbacks nowadays, Reese, they got that arm arrogance, baby. They're trying to fit everything in there right now, cram it in that box. Sometimes you got to take a few RPMs off of it, soften it up a little bit, and use a little bit of touch.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And send the tight end in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. In the backfield, it's Overton. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Hokies send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. He's got great speed. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Runs through the tackle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Keys. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Reels it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. Touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's Baker. Rushes on. Just gets rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. Still looking to his right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of this drive. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Denmark. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage. Right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here's a give to Watson. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him again. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Baker. Stepping to the right. He's got the back in the middle.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Buckeyes with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year.
Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And he added the extra point. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Scanning the field, it's Keys. Finds his man. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off, Duke Watson running left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
2nd and long here. A handoff for Watson. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Moves to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. On the return, it's Heath. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. A strike downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Escapes the pressure going right. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hokies in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. They're all over him. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He steps out of bounds, but not. Does he get the ball back? What a return to set up his offense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Pass to 6. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play. Looking for a man. It's Keys. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. they'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The running back has it.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Left side, it's Overton. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Ready, go. Just keep slinging it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it inside the 25. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Out wide left, it's Overton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Daly. Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Hokies! Into the end zone for 6. And they'll try to tack on 2. The snap sets up the throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Here's a gift to Watson. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Deep in the end zone, it's Keith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Heath. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw one first. Look out! Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Moving the pocket, it's Keys. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And the Gamecocks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Here we go, ready. 22, 22. Go.
Press center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, gonna throw it. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From deep, it's Heath. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Straight ahead, it's Clark. Sees a crease. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Booster.
To the air, it's Keys. On the move. Uncorks one. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down.
Sweet.
Back to throw, it's Keys. Looking to the big tight end. Caught! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
Ready, ready. 180. 180. Fellas. Go.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he ends up taking a safety.
Man, it's just been that kind of day. This is one of those games you just want to forget. They've been dominated in every phase. They're getting blown out. Now you give up a safety in the 4th quarter. There are a lot of coachable moments and a lot of teachable things this coaching staff's going to have to dig into here this week of practice.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Fresh set of downs going up top. Slips attack, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Keys. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Overton. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got a little space. Last play of the game, and see if they can dress up that final score a